We're staying on this news. Let's bring in Lieutenant Colonel James Carafano. Colonel, it's good to have you on. We've got now pro-Israel rally gaining ground, ramping up in Times Square right now. What do you make of that, and what do you want to hear from the president? He's going to speak in a few hours, addressing the nation from the Oval Office. Are you looking for him to see whether he mentions Iran?
Yeah, I'm just waiting to be really impressed that he stays up that late. But look, the rallies are really important, and we ought to stay on that for a second, because the difference between the pro-Israel rallies and these other rallies is the pro-Israel rallies are people going to the streets to fight against this great injustice which is going on here, how they portray the paper of Israel and what's happening here. Whether it's the Arab Street or these other things, a lot of these are political activists who are paying, triggering, recruiting, busing, whatever, to put people in the streets to campaign for Hamas. So these are two completely different things. One is an expression of support and love, which I think really comes from people rushing to the streets. The other is performance theater, which is being orchestrated as part of a disinformation and psychological warfare campaign against Israel in the West. You know,
Colonel, we've got geopolitical problems, right? I mean, China is now, saber rattling over Taiwan. So moving on to this, what do you make of the head of MI5, the top security agency in Britain, telling a Stanford University event, China is targeting tens of thousands of British small businesses and startups to steal their innovation and research. More than 20,000 people in the UK covertly, approached online by Chinese spies via sites like LinkedIn.
Yeah, super predictable, and not just in the UK, absolutely in the US and in many places in the West, and here's why. There's a couple of things. One is the Chinese economy is down. The Chinese are looking for any way to rev it up again, so they'll steal anything to make that happen. The second is the U.S. is getting smart about China ripping off some of the best technology and the innovative companies and other places as well. And they're looking to shut that down, whether it's countries investing in Chinese technology companies or preventing Chinese investment here. So the Chinese are getting ahead of that. And the third is the Chinese really want the cutting edge stuff, artificial intelligence, quantum computing, innovative biotech. They want because they think they're the cutting edge of competition. And so they want to scarf, and a lot of that work is being done in very small, innovative startup companies.
Right.
And they want to scarf it all up as soon as they can.
Well, doesn't China face food and energy insecurity? I mean, you have the Five Eyes alliance heads of, the U.S., Australia, Canada, New Zealand. They're appearing together saying, yeah, China is doing this on an historic, massive scale. Doesn't China have food and energy insecurities?
It does, and this is the real driver of Chinese aggression. The more secure they are at home, as you know, they've got a horrific problem right now with youth unemployment. The more insecure they are at home, the more they're going to pull in. The more secure they are at home, the more aggressive they're going to get. And this is a real problem.
Okay.
Because right now their economy isn't good, but it could get better.
Got it. Colonel Carafano, thank you so much for joining us.